Here we are at the Washington, D.C. Capital KOA holiday in Millersville, Maryland. Time for another 5-minute campground review, so let's hop to it. The Washington, D.C. KOA is located just off of where Interstate 97 and 32 cross Route 3. The roads leading to the campground are well paved and not very busy. The driveway goes up and down a secluded slope, and from here it's easy to get back on the highway. RV and camper check-in is at 12 noon and checkout is at 11 a.m. This campground has over 110 sites. A few can handle rigs up to 90 feet, but the majority of sites are much smaller than that. Tents are welcome here with quite a few spots, but the sites are not leveled or groomed. There are also 28 assorted cabins to rent, scattered throughout the campground. Our site was located in the back lower half of this KOA, and the entire area was graveled with some slopes. Our trailer was fairly level, but some sites needed more leveling than others. Our friends who own a 38-foot Class A diesel rig were put in a larger site closer to the entrance. Their site was almost perfectly level and had a grassy area. All the sites and roads are gravel and are in good shape with no potholes. For those of you who like trees on your campsite, the lower area does have quite a few of them. In contrast, the front sites only have a few. Our utilities were adequate, with stable electricity. Water pressure was on the lower side, but still usable. There is no cable TV on site, so you have to provide your own satellite dish or use an antenna. Reception of local stations is clear, but there are only 13 stations, and most of those are duplicates. If the TV service was bad, then the Wi-Fi service was really bad. The best signal I was able to get was just over 14 megabits per second, and it fluctuated too much to even be useful. Our T-Mobile phones didn't do much better. Even though the display indicated a 5G signal, we could only manage 2 bars, and the download speeds were terrible. Our friends who are on the AT&T network didn't have any better results. All sites have fire rings, but you are not allowed to bring in any firewood. This rule is becoming more common as many states are battling insect pests such as ash borers and spotted lanternflies. The 2 bathroom facilities were very clean. There are the standard facilities in the office building right next to the pool, and another in the laundry building. The ones in the laundry building were a little bit different, as the showers were individual co-ed rooms off the hallway that connected the men's and women's rooms. Although the showers were always kept clean, the rooms were narrow, dimly lit, and not the most inviting. The laundry facility was also clean, well-maintained, and very well equipped. Although on the smaller side, the pool was nice and kept very clean. The water wasn't heated, and we didn't have a chance to really check it out. There are all the standard things that a holiday-level KOA provides for the kids, including basketball, giant chess, horseshoes, a nice playground, pedal cars, a tomahawk throw, and a jumping pillow. This KOA is pet friendly. Since all the lower sites are on a giant stoned area, you have to take your dog to the campground perimeter to get any green underfoot. There are a couple of dog walk areas, one on each end of the camp. There is a really nice nature trail with entrances on the east and west side of the campground. Be aware that it's an actual trail that winds down and up hills. There are a lot of roots and overgrowth along the path, so it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it was an enjoyable 40-minute, moderately challenging hike with some nice views. One thing that I have to address is the traffic noise. Due to the proximity to Route 32, there's a lot of traffic noise to contend with. It's a busy highway, so sometimes the sound can get quite loud, especially if you are camping on the southwest side of the campground. As far as location for things to do, this is where this KOA scores high. We drove about 15 minutes into the town of Odenton, where we picked up the train that took us right to Union Station in Washington, D.C. If you want to travel to Baltimore or Annapolis, they are both only a short drive away. If you want to stay more local, the nearby shopping was okay, and there are a few restaurants and fast food locations within the vicinity. So how did we rate the Washington KOA? We were impressed with its great location, the ease of access, the clean pool, and the well-maintained facilities. We were not impressed with the lack of Wi-Fi and cell data service, very limited TV service, an all-gravel lower area, and the claustrophobic showers. Overall, Washington, D.C. Capital KOA Holiday rates a 6. If you are looking for a clean spot to park your camper while you're out seeing the local sights, then this would be a good campground for you. But if you plan on a long-term stay, you may want to check out your other options. Don't forget to high-five the like icon, ring the notification bell, and please consider subscribing. And remember, keep camping.